Okay, welcome back. Another episode. And yeah, hello Frank. Okay, we've got some parts arrived today. It's raining, although it's just stopped, so that's good. I don't know if it's going to carry on raining. But yeah, parts arrived. We've got a new cheap radiator, standard Subaru radiator. It's not alloy. Hopefully we're going to it was cheap, 40 quid, brand new. It's obviously a lot thinner core, it's not alloy, it's not a racing rad, but we'll whack it in there. What we're going to do is spin it around 180 degrees, make up new fan mounts, and just jiggle the pipework slightly. So hopefully the rad doesn't need modifications, not to the inlets, outlets. For the moment, we can wire back the alloy rad another day. I can put it in the back and we can sort it out. So that's that. We've got some things from the Amazon wish list, which I need to make sure I get the names in a minute and give them a shout out. So thank you. What other bits have arrived? Oh, right, so we've got all the wire and loom. Oh, and the crimping tool as well for doing the wire and loom. That's turned up, so that's the main thing. So what would be really great is if we can get the new rad in, flipped around, mounted, fans up, and connected up with the new wire and loom today. I think that's enough to try and aim for. And if we can get the thing run up again with some water in it, all great. If we can get to some other jobs done, even better. But we'll just see. So shout out first. If you want to support me in any other way apart from hitting the like button as well, just check in the description, different ways of supporting me. I've got the best subscribers. I think every person says that on their YouTube channel, don't they? But you guys are top notch. Not even sure what I'm having for tea tonight, so hopefully that will come out during the video and I'll figure out what we're having. In no particular order, Pat Durr from the USA bought me that off Amazon. So thank you very much for the wish list. That's great. I'll just go through them. Obviously, I buy the real cheap Argus ones normally, or whatever, or the ones that are cheapest at Screwfix. So hopefully that will last a bit longer. And yeah, it's always nice to have two, just so you can keep swapping your tools around. So yeah, thank you, Pat Durr. Really appreciate that. Thank you to you, Bob Boucher11. I think that's how you would pronounce his username. But yeah, thank you, Bob. Magnetic, always dropping things. So yeah, it's finally arrived from China. Brilliant. Hopefully the magnet will work and it's all good. So thank you, Bob. Thank you everyone that supports me and my patrons, as you all know. Thank you very much. Come on, let's get on with some work now. Stop thanking everyone. Sound like a salesman. Okay, push car forward, got a bit of space. Rear end, still after some clips for the big clips for the gas struts. I found a pair in the scrap bin, but they were smaller. These are sort of quite the big clips. So I can't find them on eBay. I can't be bothered. Anyway, they do for the moment. So woof, up it goes. So old rad there. New top quality rad. And obviously that's how it was in the car. You can see all the fan mounts. Yeah. So again, people are going to go, well, why you should have just span this around. Oh, anyway, I should have just done it anyway. There's different ways of doing it. You can spend hundreds of pounds off cheap way. Sometimes when you do things cheap, they don't work out, and you end up paying something again. So it's life with these experiments. The trouble with these projects is you make mistakes along the way. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that and we're going to mount it that way around, which hopefully should just fit in the mount still, because hopefully it's Subaru mounts. Then we work out how we're going to mount these fans, which have to be obviously fairly close, but to be honest, we'll get them as close as we can. But hopefully we can use the top and the bottom bars to mount them off. So yeah, let's get the old alloy rad out and the new one in. Okay, that's in there. I should have maybe thrown the water off outside, but hey ho, too late now. So yeah, it fits. It's not quite. I can't tell if I think because the other one was very wider, that the mounts were slightly different because it was thicker. But anyway, so I think it's leaning forward a fraction, but it don't make any difference. That can So yeah, because obviously now this is swapped sides, the top hose, it's slightly further away, but hopefully we can just loosen these pipes off and just grab half an inch. The other side, the other bottom hose has got to come over to this side, so we're going to have to make up a slightly longer pipe for that. But at least that's a rad that's not going to leak, hopefully. Oh yeah, off eBay. What's the chance of this working? Pizza cutters, still available. Check the link description. Limited only. Not going to make any more. Anyway, made up a longer bottom hose pipe, because I could have used some flexi and joiners, but I've got a bit of stainless left. Just need to put some weld on the ends just to give it something to grip on. I'm just testing the length there. That's my old T-piece, which I used to go into the bottom of the header tank. I'm thinking of welding that and moving that onto that hose for the moment, just to keep it simple. That will work. And then the only other thing is I've got to go from this slightly bigger pipe to the top of the rad here, because that's the sort of the self-bleeding system, as I think I call it. Just lets all the air out the top of the rad back into the header tank while you're bleeding it. And if you've got the rad cap on. Anyway, we're getting there. Okie dokie, I made a small little adapter pipe. Hopefully it won't leak, we'll just check it. Just to go from different sizes for now. Just stopping a water can full of water in. We've excused the wetness, it's where I obviously opened the pipes earlier, which I should have done a bit differently. But anyway, so all the pipes are linked up. I've now put the T-piece into that one, which is quite high up on that curve, so hopefully that should bleed a lot of the air out. We'll just have to see, won't we? We'll just have to see. So yeah, it's filling it up with water. I just need to find some clips now for that. Just giving it a run up. No leaks so far, which is a big bonus. Waiting for the thermostat to open, I think, just to let the water go through. Yeah, don't open straight away. Okay, it was taking too long to get to temperature, so anyway, no leaks. That's the main thing. So basically what I've done is, again, I don't know if you saw in the previous episode, but WRC Controls kindly contacted me and said, look, is there anything we can help with the build? We love it. I said, well, yeah, you can make me a wire loom that goes from the front to the back to extend the fans. And that's what they did. Unbelievably good quality. Way too good for this car. So basically we've got an earth point down there. We've got two spurs that go off now to the fans. It basically goes all the way to the front. To a 6-way block, which then connects up to the original 6 wires at the front. We've got a spur off sort of near the dashboard area for some relays and stuff, which will then control the pumps. There's another lead off here for fuel water pumps, whether we have obviously a separate one for this radiator system for the car engine, but we definitely need one for the charge cooler, which we haven't even plumbed in yet, and so we'll worry about that. But yeah, so thank you very much. What I had to get involved was, where'd it go? Oh, hang on a second. He gave me a load of extra bits plus all the crimps and everything. What I didn't have is the tool, so we needed to get the tool. This is the tool. He did tell me you could get £1,000 one as well. I went for the 40 quid one, or 35, 40, I don't know what it was, off eBay. But yeah, so that allows us to crimp wires. What we're going to do is take the old plugs off there, fit the new plugs and crimp the wires, and then they can connect up to the new plugs here. And then we'll do the same at the front. So yeah, let's go on and give that a go, I guess. Carefully keeping track of the wiring. Okie dokie, sorry for the lack of tutorial videos. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other videos on there how to do them, but anyway, it's quite simple really. Well, I'd say quite simple if you've got the right pins, as in use female when you need to use female, male when you need to use male. The first 3 I did, I thought, perfect! What good crimping I've just done. But I'll put males on, females on, so I'm about to cut them off and put females on. So yeah, so basically that's that. That goes there. That, well, yeah, it goes up that way. So it's all sealed. There. Yeah, all good. So that's making it, I'm not going to say Project Binky standards, that's for sure. But that's definitely above my normal standards of work, as you guys know. Look, I've even written a wiring diagram down. So I'm thinking tie wraps for the moment for these fans until we prove things work. Yeah, let's have a look. Cable ties, baby. Woohoo! That'll do for now, just to prove a principle. That's what we're trying to do, isn't it? We're trying to prove it. All this works, so let's prove it works. Then one day we'll make up some better mounts. But then again, I may find any big fan sponsors out there. Have I got any big fans? So yeah, they're all connected up the front down there, connected up. Carefully just thrown down there. And so yeah, we need to go to the front now and wire them up. We could maybe leave the engine ticking over, although my head will be quite near the engine as I'm wiring. Okay, we've stripped the chopped the block plugs off. Didn't bother pulling the wires through because basically I traced them through slightly further up near the fuse box. And so basically we chopped them there and we pinned them, plugged them, ran a separate earth because the earth goes off that side, didn't come this side, so we've just done that. And now the battery's a bit flat, so we're just waiting for this battery to charge to see how things are going. Well, we've got the engine hot, it went up to about 108, nearly hit 110, and no fans just at the moment. Obviously it's not the wiring, it's something else that I've done. I did have problems with this on a previous conversion actually, just the fans not working again afterwards. So from what I'm reading, the ECU should be turning them on about 100, but they're not. But I also know they're related to the air conditioning unit as well. I think that comes on as well, depending on if they're on. I need to get a meter on this to see what's going on at this end. And yeah, no, it's a shame. I wanted to have got the fans working. Maybe I should just double check the fuses. Obviously I've cut a lot of wires and stuff, but I still think I haven't really done too much around that area, that's for sure. But anyway, any hints and tips, any Subaru people out there, what I should be checking? Maybe there's some faults on the ECU, but it should still be doing the fan, shouldn't it? You know, come on, should be doing the fan. Okay, calling it. Decided on pulled pork for tea, and some chips and some coleslaw and some corn on the cob. So thanks for joining. Sorry I didn't get as much done as I wanted. Shame we didn't have much success as we wanted as well, but well, the success is in we've got no leaks. I'm still sort of feeling the pipes. I know everyone's going to say fit a rear water pump, and I'm sure I will. But 150, 200 quid, I'm trying not to at the moment, just for at least moving around the yard. I can't believe a Subaru water pump can't at least move this amount of water. I know there's some extra, but actually now I've gone with a thinner rad. I've definitely got less in the radiator. Yeah, okay, there's quite a lot in the pipes going forward and backwards, but anyway, you're all going to scream fit a water pump, so we'll have to see on that. I will do, I'm sure, but it can wait for now. And yeah, wonder why the fans aren't coming on. All right, anyway, thanks for following, thanks for the wiring, thanks for the presents, thanks for the angle grinder. That was amazing, actually. Less vibrations on my hand. Amazing disc car, that. And yeah, see you next time. We'll try and make a bit more progress.